I know this lighting is not the greatest, but I normally sit at a desk and talk to you guys about what's going on with General Hospital. I'm sitting on my couch after a long day, and I get two pieces of news. I've been really busy the past couple of days working, and we're going to talk about this more on Keys Mini Spotlight this Sunday. We're talking more about it. What's going on, folks? I read the news that we're getting Kelly Tebow back. That I was like, did not expect that coming. Is she Brit? Is she somebody else? We have no idea. That's the whole thing, right? We don't know. Fine. I like her, so I'm happy to have her back. But that Jonathan Jackson is leaving. And that's the focus of this episode of GH Dirty Deeds. Because I feel like a dirty deed has been done. And maybe not dirt cheap, but I don't know, it's been done. You guys at home, you tell me. Because I understand. Because he's leaving soon. He's been on the show, what, a year? Give that. In my opinion, this is my opinion. And I want to hear yours, of course. I do want to hear yours, but you tell me if I'm wrong. Was that just a waste or what? It was good to see Jonathan Jackson. We love Jonathan Jackson. It was good to see him. It was good to see him back in the role of Lucky. He's an amazing actor. We got some reunited things with Laura and Lulu and all that. We love it. But that's it. He asked Elizabeth to marry him, and they've been barely to get back together, and they're having her push the narrative so awkwardly and so heavily, like he's Luke, which he's not, that he'll be so unhappy here in Port Charles, he has to go. Poor Becky Hurst, who plays Elizabeth. Let me drink that. Got to push that. She's doing her job. Where do we begin? Not enough scenes with Aiden, not enough scenes with his mother and sister. Hardly any interaction with anybody else of any kind of note. Him and Christina, promising. That was promising. Him and Isaiah, friendship, love it. But doing nothing fruition there. No interaction really with Tracy. There's just kind of sitting around on the couch. Oh my God. They touted him. You see, I have a hard time finding words. I do this for a living. I do reaction videos, and I really am having truly a react. This is my reaction. I'm truly flummoxed at this whole thing. He was here. They got him back, which was like a big coup. We're like, oh my goodness. I say boy, he's younger than I am. The man can act. That's not even in question. He has a boatload of Emmys. He has chemistry with a bunch of people. He's kind of a anti-hero, but he was a cop. Now he has this whole Africa experience. Sidwell is there. It's gonna end up like there's so much to dig and mine. There's so much they could choose. Oh my God. And they're not. Even the Lucky Liz romance to me was botched. Was not done well. I wasn't rooting for them whatsoever. I wasn't rooting for him and Aiden. I know the show only has enough time for certain things at a time, and there's a rotation. But when you bring back somebody big as Jonathan Jackson, I would think you put him in the rotation seriously. I just, I'm just, I just feel like this whole thing was a waste. And I was giving it the benefit of the doubt of like maybe it'll kick in later, maybe something will happen later, and now I'm getting the shock that he's leaving. Like that's it. He came. Did when we got the first kiss, it was even him. It was a recast. Their first kiss after all this time. Like there's so many things, and I'm thinking you got Rick. I'm all. I would have been interesting on some level. I don't know if they would have done anything, but what if Rick Lucky really did help Christina more? Which angered, which would anger Elizabeth, because now she knows what's going on, and put Lucky further down Christina's orbit. She leans on Rick more, not really knowing his full extent of his stuff. You got Ava in there somewhere, so there's like a whole thing there that they're just not mining, and all these actors can act, and it's also about Elizabeth. Her character for me has gotten the shaft for so many years. Tapped with trashy storylines that she don't deserve. That's just how I feel about that. I just, I feel sad. I feel sad. I'm trying to work through these feelings. I feel sad that they did not. In my opinion, they did not utilize Jonathan Jackson to his fullest. I think I'll just say it. I think this whole trip was a waste. He might have just stayed gone. His character stayed gone. Or just had his character make an appearance. Maybe a series of cameo appearances, and that's it. That's basically what he just did. Even Marshall, who just came back from it, every time he comes back, there's depth. There's something in there. There's like story moving. There's all kind of stuff. But Jonathan Jackson's return was, to me, an F plus. If you graded A through F, it wasn't good. But it's not Jonathan Jackson's fault at all. Now people are speculating why he's leaving. I have no idea. I mean, I really don't have it. I'm not friends with him. I've never met him, so I don't have no idea. But the storylines can't keep him. I'm sure are keeping him there. And I mean, it's just you bring back a big name who has ties to half of Port Charles, and you never really put him in. I don't get. I mean, just to lure someone back that big, because he's a different caliber of guest star. Bringing someone back, it's like that's just, yeah. There's a difference. Well, there you go. He's not working his way out. I guess. See you later. At least Laura has Lulu. Back to her not having her kids anymore. She has Lulu, I guess, and that's it. And side note, I think I hate the character of Lulu. They're a big fan of it anyway. But I think it's because Alexa Havens is doing a great job making us love to hate her. We'll make sure I say that. I don't know. Jonathan Jackson, I want to apologize for you. I'm sorry that the show did not utilize you to the best of your ability and your talent. And if you ever see this, come on my show, let's talk. No, but I think that you're one of those rare younger icons, because from kids to now, that if given the right material, I know it blow it out the water. So that's all we get. I'll never understand. I'm James Lott Jr. I'll talk to you next time. Maybe about a desk next time. Who knows? Bye.